I just thought, right, be honest. There was a lot of different ways I wanted to take the book, and then I thought, now just make it your story. And then me and a lad called Sean, basically he's an illustrator, and I messaged him. I said, you want to illustrate this book for me? This is what it's going to say. And I literally just sat there and thought, whatever I do, it's kind of like I'm like on my knees in the dark, but I always kind of end up the right way, find my way kind of thing. And I just Googled like short stories and just went through it all, and then I just sent him over about 24 pages of text on what I wanted, and then he drew the pictures. And I said I'd like to make it like a coming out aid also for kids. So there's a few pictures at the back, there's a few plain pages at the back which has got like a frame on it, where obviously if a parent is going to buy this book for their kid because they could have an inkling that their kid could be gay, that there's a safe space for the child to put their feelings down and maybe their coming out story. And then I said to Sean, I went, I don't want to earn on this isn't about me. I said, this is just about helping people. And he was like, okay. So there's a charity called Stonewall. So Gay Pride started when there was a nightclub in New York in 1968, I think it is, and that's where all the trans and the gays would go, where they had a safe space to drink. And one day the busies just turned up and they had like a 3-day, like, what's it called, where they're all fighting, riot for 3 days. And then the year later they had a march, just being a bit political and telling people about what it was. And then every year to that day there'd be a Pride Day. So that's where kind of like Pride comes from. It's not like you get a lot of heterosexual people who are uneducated who be like, well, why don't straight people get Pride? And it's like, because you don't get walked down the street and get stoned or spat at and stuff, because it's okay for you to be gay. Do you know what I mean? But it's just about informing people, like. And anyway, I messaged Stonewall and I said, look, I've been an advocate for you for years. You may be unaware, but the Stonewall laces that the footballers wear, I put in my boxing gloves. So I wear the rainbow laces in my gloves, and I basically wanted to donate. Me and Sean would like to donate a portion of this book to use, and they was like, that would be amazing. How would you fancy being part of the Game Changers ambassador thing? So I went, I'd love to be a part of that. What does it consist of? And it was like going into schools, leading sports-based sessions, and then we'd like to put your book in our LGBT library, an educational programme. So basically when everything's all right, and it probably more September when the kids go back to school, we're going to organise a tour for me to go round and go into schools, and just, obviously my degree is in coaching and teaching PE, so it's something, before fighting, that's probably where I was heading anyway, to coach and to teach. And I was like, I would absolutely love that. And they're going to announce like the ambassadorship tomorrow, as well as the book. And it all basically comes from Tom being like, fucking write your goals down. And he's got a book called Fearless, and I've read it and I went, fuck it, I can do it. Do you know what I mean? And literally just but sorted out with Amazon, just so I can self-publish this little first bit and just get it out there for now, and then I've had publishing people come to me and speak to me, but I thought I just want as much money to go to charity and to Stonewall, and the message be out there. It's Gay Pride Month, it's the last day of Gay Pride Month tomorrow. Seal it with a bit of a bang, do you know what I mean?
Unbelievable.
Honestly. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And now I'll breathe.
Tell you what, I mean, that was captivating.
I was getting goosebumps as well. I mean, it's going to, maybe don't want this to come away this, but as much as your goals are there to be this badass UFC champion, what a fucking legacy you got there with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
give myself goosebumps there. Yeah,
like it makes to
kid.
me as someone, it makes it you've also almost made the idea of being a UFC champion a bit not shit, but like a bit second. It's like second to this.
She was a UFC champion as well.
Yeah.
You've made it second to this amazing legacy that you're now leaving.
Yeah.
I think it's impact, isn't it? Like that you could have on a random kid that you might never meet, a kid that's, you know, knows the gay deep down but doesn't know how to navigate it.
Yeah.
And you might never know them, but you could like change their life.
Yeah, like